This smart board is activated by a power button, right? I turn on the power button, give some time to warm up. And over here we have the computer that controls the smart board. So whatever it is that is typed on the computer, you can see the image on the smart board. So the smart board basically just makes everything larger than what it is, so the whole classroom could share in the experience of a person working on a personal computer. So you can see what the person's doing, in essence. So it facilitates the process of actually giving instruction to a class, because when you're down in the other labs that doesn't have a smart board, then the instructor, while teaching, let's say Microsoft Word or Excel, they have to like go to each individual student to see what they don't know, what they know, and it creates confusion. Mm-hmm. It can create confusion. This way, the instructor has control through this large screen. So I turn it on, my power button turns green, it has virtual pens of different colors, it has a virtual eraser too. Okay, so it's nice and neat. I got $1 million suit on. Do you think I want chalk on it? No. All right. So basically, it's clean. All right. And I've had days where I'm spattered all over with chalk. Okay. So unfortunate. But this keeps everything clean. So here it is. It's booting up, right? So I have a scratch pad. I have a computer, and I can connect VHS tapes to it, VCRs, and DVDs. Now without any further ado, we have one of the world's fastest sketch artists. He's coming straight from Brooklyn, dear friend of mine. Now, to be the second fastest sketch artist takes a lot of skills. And I'm going to invite up here in a minute Mr. Kenly Dilliard, and he's going to talk about his craft, what he does, how he survives because of the skills and talents that he has. And I'm going to put it on scratch mode, and I'm going to check to ensure that when he gets up here, it works. Okay, so here's my pens, my virtual pen. Okay, I say hello in black, and then I write one of these fancy equations in the field of electromagnetic theory. And I want to see my green works too, and my blue. So I got my primary colors. Okay, so they're working. Okay, okay, there it is. All right. So I have to put them back, or else it doesn't work. Okay. Now, as you can see, I'm going to erase it. Okay. Now, if I try to write and have the eraser in my hands, like a normal blackboard with chalk, you see? It goes into write mode, so I have to have one of these down for it to go to eraser mode. So a lot of this is electronically created, okay? And that's basically it. So what I want you to do, class, I want you to come up with a 1 or 2 sentence idea for Mr. Dilliard, and he's going to actually draw your idea in a storyboard manner. Because part of this class is being able to tell a story and also to storyboard that story. So your crew, your camera crew, your director can follow that story. It's almost like comic books. So Mr. Kenly, come on up here a minute. Give it up for him.
Thank you.
Why don't you elaborate on that theme you were just talking about just now?
How being a comic book artist relates to being a filmmaker?
Yes.
Well, basically it's all the same thing. As a filmmaker, you are telling a story with pictures, okay, using the camera as a utensil to do that. As a comic book artist, you're doing that, except you're drawing it either out of your head or from past experience. Basically what you're doing is also you are making the people see what you want them to see, okay? That's where editing comes in. That's when, you know, choosing the cast members, what shots you're going to use, and all of that stuff. So it doesn't matter what type of visual form of storytelling you use, it all plays its role, the same roles. Nothing changes, just the format.
Okay, I think we got a telephone call coming in for the person that's doing camera. so we always keep it real, because real is what real is. So we're gonna keep on rolling, and I'm sure she can take that call later on. This is an emergency.
Sorry.
So I don't know. Is it one of your kids? Should we take a break?
No.
Okay. Okay. All right. So does anyone have any questions for Mr. Dilliard in terms of what he just spoke about, storyboarding? Any questions? Anything briefly that you'll want to know? Comic books. Yeah. Go ahead. Okay. Cut. Chirp.
Have you ever been compared to like Stan Lee or something?
Come here. Stand up closer. Get him on a close shot. Get up here. Get up here. Right there. Okay. Get the light over here. Light him up.
Yeah, happens all the time. I guess because they think my name is spelled Kenlee, but it's Kenly. And yeah, anybody from Stan Lee to Bruce Lee to Chun Li, honestly, yeah, all the time.
My question was, how long have you been drawing?
Let's see, ready? How long have I been drawing? My entire life. Since I can remember, since I could see, since I was born.
Didn't you draw like in Disney World, something like that?
Yes, I did draw at Disney World as a caricature artist, and yeah, I learned as much as I could from that experience, and yeah, I'm much satisfied where I'm at right now.
Where is that?
I'm a comic book artist. I'm doing exactly what I want to do, doing what I want to do on my own terms, drawing my own style, drawing my point of view, and also I feel that my point of view matches the point of view of many people so that people can understand what I'm drawing. So yeah, I'm happy where I'm at.
Is there anyone that you haven't worked with that you would like to work with?
Right. If there's anybody I would like to work with that I haven't worked with yet, I love to work with Nintendo. I love video games. It was one of the reasons why I decided to draw comic books. You know, I felt that there was a very strong link, you know, and I'm also very good at creative problem solving too, that can make pretty good games. Yeah, I'd rather do video games for Nintendo.
What's your inspiration?
My inspiration is real life. Every time I go on the train, every time I read the newspaper, just things that are seen, but also my second inspiration are things that are not seen. I feel that a lot of people are walking in a daze, that they don't know why they're unhappy, they don't know why that they feel the things that they do, and why they just keep repeating the same thing over and over. My goal as a cartoonist, as a comic book artist, is to create stories and to create characters that kind of reflect them and kind of reflect the problems that they may be going through, so that they can come up with an alternative solution. Also, to give people another reason to be happy. I know as an entertainer, most people feel that they need to distract people away from their problems, but I feel that if I am able to put those problems on the table and give them an alternative solution to those problems, when they come across it in their own lives, they can kind of be like, okay, I've seen this in the Kenly Dilliard comic book, and this is what this character did. You know, so I'm not much of a superhero man, but I try to be as realistic as possible so that I may make a difference in someone else's life.